And we're live.
Hi.
Hello, welcome.
Hello, and welcome back.
Hello and welcome back, as they say.
To our podcast that is still unnamed.
I vote that we never name it.
Yeah, I just think that it's called podcast.
Podcast. So the way I've been saving it on my computer is Sports Podcast Episode 1. Sports
Honestly,
Podcast.
let's just call it
Episode
Sports Podcast.
With a
People
Z.
searching for it are going to be like,
Sports
fuck
podcast.
these guys, 1 star. Wait, that's like assuming that they're going to go like rate it.
No one's going to be looking for this.
No one's going to listen to this.
True. Wait, so what's going on here? All right, before we get started, and I'd like
Is
to
your
keep this
aura?
as a video medium, but why?
He's a ghost for sure.
It's this piece. I'm looking for something behind my ear.
So Julia, for people who are listening and not watching, has a background of Sabrina Ionescu with her little ankle boot on.
In full thinker pose.
And full thinker. And Julia's hair is like...
Yeah, the Zoom background is not loving my frizz. And
it definitely
you know what?
is
Neither am I.
Honestly,
for
I'm
sure
obsessed
giving
with
you
it.
an aura, and I like it.
Yeah.
I, for
Yeah,
one,
it's
enjoy
really
it.
giving it away that I'm not sitting here with Sabrina.
She's not moving. She's very upset.
Wow.
Yeah. She doesn't look happy, which I don't think she should be. It seems like she's going to be out for a month, they say.
Yeah.
A month?
And how long is
Jeez.
the season? Like a month?
Right.
2?
Yeah.
Is it
it's
2 months?
It's 22
I
games,
think-
yeah,
I think it's like,
per team.
yeah.
What a bummer. We're, of course, talking about the WNBA, who's playing their version of their coronavirus season in the WNBA bubble, also known as the
The
Wubble.
wobble.
How gross
I'm
do we feel
obsessed.
saying it out loud? Oh, okay.
I'm
right.
obsessed.
Right. Same. Yeah. Same. No, I like it.
It is
It does make
gross,
sense
but
because the
I love
NBA has
it.
their bubble.
They're nubble.
Yeah. Okay. I'm only fine with wubble if the NBA has to call it though.
I
Double.
hate Nubble. Can we not say it anymore?
No, that's the only way I'll refer to it from now
Oh
on.
no. I'm quitting the sports podcast.
Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, though, that NBA doesn't exist
Yeah,
in terms of things that I watch. So
truly. Well, you know what's annoying? Before we get into details, I was listening to Trevor Noah's podcast, which is really just audio from his show. It's not like a podcast. They just if you can't watch the show and you only have time to listen to it, it's truly called the Daily Show Ears Edition. But anyway, it's great. And they were, I think it was, what's his name was talking about sports, a sports recap, and just talking about the NBA and their freaking bubble and blah, 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 NBA, and then segment done. And I was like, okay, the women are playing too. And it really just did shine a light on, it's just not automatic that people are going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
also
The
the
other
WNBA came back before the NBA too.
Totally.
So
Yeah.
whatever.
Totally.
I'm not
And they have the
salty
sweatshirt
about
of the
it.
year.
Which apparently isn't being shipped to me, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah,
Why
we're talking
not?
about the orange sweatshirt. Mary Beth, any updates on your purchases?
Mine is on its way because I didn't get the orange one.
Oh, right. Well, all of them are cool. All of
Same
them are
sweatshirt,
cool.
but for spillers. I went with the black one with the orange logo because I know my flaws.
But
And it's that
truly,
it'll be covered in drippings.
yeah. I don't eat anything without spilling.
Mm-mm.
It's just simply not possible. But all the NBA players were wearing it. I don't know. I just think that did
Yeah.
kind of bug me that
Yeah.
they didn't get into it.
They all had one, and Tori Kelly had one.
Oh, true.
What I've seen.
Yeah.
Who I think is married to an NBA player. So that's
Oh, is she
probably why
really?
has one. I think. I don't know. I could make it. I could be making it up.
Oh, interesting.
A lot of things
Yeah,
I
I think,
probably say on this podcast are not true.
No,
Most of what
I
you say
make
is
it
made up.
I make up everything, and sometimes it's right.
Yeah. But I mean, in terms of, hearing the NBA coverage and not the WNBA coverage, I think media organizations, and I mean, I guess I include the Daily Show in that because they're doing, I don't know what you call that, but you know, they have a responsibility to be part of the solution in like covering and mentioning women's sports. And so, I mean,
Yeah. And you
a
know
little
how
disappointing.
you know how mad I was that I kept trying to watch it on NBA TV because I have parents' cable, and it was never on. It was just like NBA highlights.
Don't
though
even
the
get
game
me
was supposed to be
started.
on.
Yeah.
That really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, because I mean, there's games like consistently, which is
Mhm.
something that I do love. But something I don't love is how hard it is to tune into them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my eye is starting to pick it up.
Lights glowing. It's like twitching.
Sabrina, Gatorade cart. Oh
A
God.
glitch.
Yeah,
my
they
God.
definitely.
Truly upset by the lack of.
I'm
finding the
angry, and
games.
my eye is part of my
Yeah.
background. They don't make it easy.
Yeah.
And what's frustrating to me is like, I think especially like in the times we're in right now with quarantine and corona, like there's a lot of people who have the time to watch the WNBA and
Totally.
other sports right now and are like actively seeking it out as something to support and something to do. So for like you to look at the schedule and see, okay, this game is on NBA TV, this game's here, and then you go to watch it and it's like they're talking about the NBA. Like
from
highlights.
like 4 years ago,
highlights.
not even
Yeah.
like recent NBA discussion.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Jordan's worst game or something. It's like, okay.
I don't
Like
get
this,
it.
I came here to watch the Mystics take on the Sun. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just like that's part of the problem.
Totally.
It's like to me, it's disrespectful to the players and the league to not show those games, especially if you say you're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so here's my question. I mean, it's available on like 800 different networks, but that I feel like that's part of the problem because like you have to keep that site up, that tab up on my computer and be like, okay, when's this one? Where's this one? Okay, I can only watch. So it's on ESPN, but ESPN Plus, but on but then I mean, you have to find it. Then it's on, you know, NBA
ESPN2, NBA TV,
Yes. CBS
ABC,
Sports Net.
ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have your parents' cable in Mary Beth's
If you're
room,
blessed like me.
I mean, I got so frustrated that I bought a WNBA League Pass,
Oh,
like a subscription.
wait, talk about that.
But then you still can't watch them live, right?
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So stupid. And what we like to do for the listeners and viewers is watch games together and text about it. So to not be able to watch them live is annoying.
Makes it tricky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
I
yeah,
think
and
that's a major hurdle of like for them to overcome. But you know, it was cool to see like after the opening weekend, the ratings were so great that ESPN added even more games to their
Oh, good.
broadcast. So that was
Nice.
cool. But yeah,
I think-
but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say something that's also interesting, like keeping all of this in mind and all of our whining from like being first time WNBA viewers and not being able to watch it is that like I've heard that this is like groundbreaking coverage. So imagine
Oh,
trying
I
to watch
know.
last year.
Oh, and the last
I
20
watch
years,
my first
like
fucking game on TV and I go, why isn't it
Ew.
more?
This is bad.
but again, like I think like we all agree that those players deserve to be on national television. Like they
Yeah.
deserve to have and we as fans deserve to be able to see them.
It never really
Agree.
made sense to me as a kid because one of my favorite things to do was to go see WNBA games when the Detroit Shock were playing and they were an up and running team and stuff. That was, I mean, that was like a favorite pastime. And I would go with my dad and I would go with friends. And it never crossed my mind that it was like, oh, this is like a groundbreaking thing or like this is something that we need to do to like support. It was like, this is life.
fun.
This is
Yeah.
what it is.
Fun.
I took it for granted, I guess. And it wasn't literally until college when I was like, oh, people like make fun of the WNBA, which now, I mean, I think people are starting to fucking respect, but
yeah. Can we talk about that point really quickly? Because there was a little bit of like Twitter like controversy, like maybe this was last week or a week before, and I'm gonna get people's names wrong, especially men, because I don't really care about them. Bet on women. So
no,
there was
men.
No men.
Right.
But there was an NBA player, and he tweeted like, number 23 looks good, about aerial powers.
I did see that.
Yeah, and she like quote retweeted it and was like, put some respect on my name or keep it out of your mouth. Basically like,
yes, girl.
Same, like, don't call me number 23. Like good for her.
Who the fuck I am.
Yeah, it's called Google.
I've been doing it all week.
I am doing it constantly. And then he tweeted something like no manners. Like, yeah.
Wait, was this? Wait, who was it doing?
It's an NBA player whose name I forget.
Okay,
I don't remember.
But it was like
but he's
a
legit
man. I mean, yeah, not random. My mouth is
not a rando.
Your mouth is glitching. Your teeth are disappearing.
There we go.
But now people are just like flooding her like Twitter and like just like barraging, like it's a barrage of like homophobic and like misogynistic tweets directed at her. They found her like YouTube channel that she has with her girlfriend and have like flooded the comments with like hateful homophobic stuff.
Wait,
and like
after
at
she
Aerial Powers,
because she said to learn her name. Because how dare she?
Yeah.
Gross. I hate trolls.
Oh my god! Wait, that's so annoying. She's the one that went to Michigan State, right?
Yes. Yeah, she's the one. My dad said she's from Grosse Pointe too. Or Grosse Pointe maybe? Yeah.
Nearby.
Yeah.
Nearby.
She's nearby. Maybe she was sitting next to you at the Detroit Shock games.
Maybe
I was at the one that I maybe went to. I don't remember.
Okay. Sure.
I think I did go to one.
I think
I definitely did not.
In like 1999. I was maybe
prime time.
In
I wasn't born yet.
Katie, is that true?
No. No.
Everything I know about you.
I was about to be in middle school.
No, that's not true. But I think that that's just like one example of like all the bullshit that these players have to deal with all the time. Like, how many times do you go and you see like a WNBA player tweet something like totally just random, and then her mentions under the tweet are just flooded with like, get back in the kitchen, like, and the most unoriginal like bullshit too.
Totally. Like, it's like, this is still being said. These things are still.
Yeah. Do you still think that's funny?
Wait, and but here's my question: was he saying looks good, like plays well, or was he saying?
I think so. Yes, it was like a good intention without the respect, and she said, "Hey, I essentially am a professional athlete and have a name, and you can learn it if you want to tweet about me." And then
totally.
Everyone came for her.
Yeah, and she was right, by the way.
By the way, she was right.
Yeah. Just want to make it clear.
Yeah. That's so annoying. On the point of good players, who's stuck out to us thus far in the tournament?
I feel like pretty much the ones that I've known already. Because I'm still like, it's still so early. I'm still trying to, first of all, learn what basketball is, and like not just the shooting it into the basket and not like carrying it and running. You have to give it some dribbles. Mm-hmm. That's my base knowledge. So I'm learning what basketball is and who the players are at the same time. One person that stood out to me, not for playing reasons, is Raquana Williams for getting stuck in the executive bathroom.
Oh my God. This was truly a highlight because we were just like passively like, oh, okay, the game's about to start or whatever.
Kind of chatting and half listening, and here comes Holly Rowe with the scoop.
Holly Rowe, obsessed. We love.
Obsessed.
Love Holly Rowe, and love the 2 children that sit next to her, and that I think are children of some Sparks players. I think that's the games that
They
they're.
are, and they've known each other. Let's do a quick Google, but they've known each other since they were kids because they've played
She's
together.
like, aren't they kids? But
Aren't
like
they
since they were
children?
like little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like
That's
Holly
what she
Rowe and
means.
someone. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so explain, because I wasn't watching this game, so I didn't hear the executive bathroom drama.
Oh,
So,
that's it. She was stuck in there for 40 minutes. They had to use power tools.
Yeah, and we still, I think it's still not clear like what happened, but all of a sudden we like hear Holly Rowe go, Raquan Williams was like, and stuck in the bathroom before this game, and her teammates had to were yelling to her to see if she was okay.
Yeah, but like she was reporting it so seriously, but
I
there's no
know.
way it could have been serious that they were like, knock twice if you're okay.
You
because,
know
like,
they were
she could just say
dying.
I'm okay.
You know they were cracking up.
Yeah, there's no way that was serious, Holly Rowe. But
And I also
we're
wanna
leaving
know,
you to
like,
believe it.
What makes an executive bathroom executive?
Oh, there's a fax machine in it.
Okay. Yeah. There's a business
start-
center inside the bathroom.
You start
It's got
making a bunch
wireless.
of money when you're in there.
Oh, cool.
Wow. I would like to get trapped in the executive bathroom for 40
Right.
minutes then.
Well, and that's why Raquan Williams was stuck in there. She took the handle up.
Locked
Actually,
the
and she was
door.
like, "Okay, I gotta make money. I gotta make
I
money."
need my
That actually
money.
makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
exactly. And she had a great game. They were also saying like, some of these players are superstitious. If she has a good game, then she may make this a little bit of a tradition.
What a thing. What a thing. But as far as like people that have stood out for their basketball skills, I think we can all agree that Sabrina Ionescu is everything they told us she would be.
I've been
As she's-
so impressed.
I
Lurking
mean,
over her shoulder
I'm
there.
impressed, but it's only like 3 games, and now she's
Sometimes you
fucking
You're right.
ankle.
Tell I know.
But it
Okay,
was
so
good.
this
If I can tell that somebody is playing basketball better than other people, then I feel like they're very good.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure. I'm disappointed that, and I'm sure she is way more disappointed than I am, but I'm disappointed that we don't get to see her develop over
Yeah.
the next month
Yeah.
because of this, and like
Totally.
see what she can actually do. Because I think her first game she was kind of flat. I think she only had like 12 points, and then like 2
Yeah.
games later she had 33 points. It was like,
Mhm.
okay, well,
and
I
it
would
was
like to
12
see where
points.
this goes.
I was like 12 points as a rookie. Let's lay off her. That's not bad.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Yeah, her game was a dud." And I was like, "Okay."
Rude. First
and
of all,
then
rude.
I
And
saw
then
her the,
she turns around and drops 33 points.
and I was even impressed with her with that game. I guess in my mind, I'm like, okay, rookies. I mean, they're gonna have like a second to like, get into the hang of professional basketball. But for a lot of them, like
They're just
college
right in there.
basketball, I mean, a lot of them played at UConn. A lot of them played like at the highest level. And for them, like, yeah, they're playing in the WNBA, but in the way we say, like, let's put respect on the league, like that needs to come from higher up, because a lot of them, as we learned from Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird's experience on that 30 for 30 podcast and wherever else, like, it's hard for a lot of them to not go abroad and play.
Yeah.
This is a long-winded way of saying that, like, yeah, I mean, she's a rookie, but she's incredibly impressive. Yeah.
And like also to come in on that level, like, yeah, it's wild to be able to come in on that level and be able to like match the talent of like people that have been playing in the league for like 15 to like 20 years, I feel is wild.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think she's in a really good position for her to shine, though, because she's playing on a team that has like 7 rookies.
Totally.
So they all gotta like step up and like you know, they have an opportunity to really like make an impact like
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, so I definitely think that's like they're probably not gonna have a good season this year, but
Right.
like 3 years, let's see. Like,
Yeah.
I have enjoyed watching them, to be honest. Like, I'm like, ooh, let me root for them. I want them to win so badly now.
Yeah.
They've made comebacks and then they lose it again.
honestly,
Totally.
there's no team that I'm like that there isn't something of all the teams that I've watched, and I haven't watched all of them,
Mhm.
but there isn't like one team where I'm like, that team just straight up is terrible, or like there's
Sold.
nothing,
Right.
there's like nothing cool to watch about that team or whatever.
You don't like, you like them. You
100%
want.
agree.
Well, I think what we're learning here is you guys just want everybody to win.
Honestly, Mary Beth,
You're
Everybody agrees with
getting
you.
on the.
Yeah.
You're getting on your
Everybody agrees with
understanding.
you.
yeah.
Truly,
Um,
though, everyone, you're so right. Everyone is so fun to watch. There's something cool. I mean, for me, I am excited to see what happens with New York. Only one, because I have the best chance of viewing those games live once.
Yeah.
they-
And I think they have a very, not to get into talking about outfits again, but their
Oh, I was
What
gonna
about
colors,
the outfits? I
their
like the color scheme.
yes.
their color scheme is killer.
That black
They
and
have-
mint.
Yes, and
Mhm.
Rebecca Lobo used to play for the Liberty. I think. I'm pretty sure. And
Say it
I
with
used to
confidence
love
and
her.
I will
Seems great.
believe you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm pretty sure I used to love her as a kid. The three teams I cared about as a kid were the Shock,
Uh-huh.
the Sparks because Lisa Leslie, and the Liberty because I'm assuming Rebecca Lobo.
I
But
believe you. I trust
Yes.
your knowledge, Julia.
I
You
also
sometimes
thought-
are
no.
like, I don't remember, but I think that you know it in your heart.
and literally, like, who's gonna be listening to this? That's gonna be like, oh wait, no, actually.
Actually, Julia.
I don't know.
No, and if you are someone who's listening to this and like knows better, like
Feel free to teach
reply. Let us know. Yeah, like tell us, research more, and also pay us a little bit of money so that we have more time to research more.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all very busy right now.
We're not NBA players that have the entire year to research everybody's name when
Yeah,
they tweet
I
about
don't
them.
know.
Right.
And also, there's not that many people that look like other people that I've noticed yet. So it's harder for
Right.
me to remember. There is
Right.
one, though. And this, I feel like you guys, it's going to take a while for me to get you to come around on this. But
Okay.
Angel McCautry. Do you know Angel McCautry?
Yes.
Plays for the Aces. Give her a Google. Pull up a picture of her face.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Oh.
there's only one specific time she's looked like this person. So you're going to be like, what are you talking about? She reminds me of of Betty Spaghetti from A League of Their Own.
Okay, I gotta Google her.
Betty. Now I have.
I know,
to
but I know
look up
Betty Spaghetti, but I don't know Angel.
Tracy Reiner is Betty Spaghetti. Let me find a picture. I think it's her cheekbones and her eyes. But hold on.
Oh, totally. She has bomb cheekbones.
Right. She
Like,
looks like Betty
yeah.
Spaghetti, doesn't she?
That's
I
Betty.
put a
think that's
little
fair.
Rockford Peaches hat on her.
Betty Spaghetti's the
Oh,
one whose
of
husband
course.
dies, right?
Yeah, George.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my
George.
God,
If anyone hasn't
rough.
seen A League of Their Own 47 times a year, then they deserve to be spoiled.
Oh my God, that's so funny, and sort of the eyebrows too.
Yeah, she looks like Tracy Reiner.
Oh my God, that's so damn funny to me. I mean, I'm still gonna have to come around on it, but at the same time, yeah.
But she does. And I will
legit.
stand by it. I'll look for someone else that looks like someone this next week. But right now I'm just really hung up on how much Angel McCautry looks like Betty Spaghetti to me.
I'm really happy that you drew that comparison. Players that I'm excited about. On the LA, is it the Sparks? Is that their name?
Yo,
Yes.
yeah. Mhm.
Is that, I didn't know you were asking us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, keep going.
Neka Ogumake.
Oh yeah.
Of
She's
course.
also like the
She's our
president
bet on
of their
winning.
players.
She's a
Yeah, she's
star.
the president
She
of like
also,
the Players Association.
Get some all Chipotle. I've seen on Instagram.
Yep, seen
Oh my
that
God,
too.
that's so cute.
Her sister also plays on the team with her.
Yeah.
Is it Shanae?
She's a rookie,
no,
right?
not Shanae.
Yeah,
she
it
has
is.
two,
Yeah,
two sisters.
Well, one of them is sitting out the
Erica is the
season,
other one,
and
I
then
think.
Erica plays for the Lynx.
Got it. Okay. And there are
But-
3 of them? Are there only 3?
There's a 4th sister, but I was reading an article, and like she's in
Right.
medical school, but
She
she
Oh
could
my
say,
god,
yeah.
of course. The
Yeah.
Gumake daughters are
Stars.
an
amazing.
impressive bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's really really fun to watch. I love watching Sue Bird, and I've been watching a lot of Storm's games just in the hopes of catching like Megan Rapinoe on the sideline with like
Totally.
a scarf, looking
She
like
always has,
little
like, her full
Edie.
scarf
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
other side, when they play the Sparks, and she's on one side, and the 2 children are on the other side with Holly Rowe, I love it.
Yeah.
Truly obsessed.
So Sue Bird and Brianna Stewart, very fun to watch, especially
Oh.
since they're both coming off of injuries. They were
Yes.
out all of last season. So that's been fun to watch. And then of course like Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner, and like
Yep.
I don't know. There's just a lot.
Yeah.
There's also like a lot of players that are fun to watch whose names I don't remember
yeah.
yet.
I'm also like, yes, I like this
Yeah.
one person that was on the
Oh,
Liberty. I don't know her name.
Yeah.
100%.
I'll learn. We'll learn for the next time. We're learning.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Exactly. Give us a goddamn break.
We will respect their name, just
We
like we were
will-
taught to via tweet.
We
Yeah.
will respect their names. There's someone on Chicago. She is white.
Allie Quigley,
Yeah, maybe blonde.
Courtney
Yeah.
Vandersloot, they're both blonde.
I
Oh,
feel like
maybe
all
it's
of the white
Vandersloot.
people
They're the
except
married
for-
ones.
yeah.
Oh, are they?
Mhm.
Vandersloot?
Yeah, I think that's her
Okay, I
name.
feel like I did really like her. But I don't know if that's the one that I'm thinking of. But I do want to just say that
I
I
just
wanna
like them all,
say
and
it
I want
here.
them all to win.
Yeah,
I do want them all to win.
I do. I love them all, and I'm okay with that.
Also, they deserve to all be loved because they're all, first of all, amazing activists and are doing wonderful, wonderful things.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see the interview? I think it was like Holly Rowe asked Satu Sabali like a question.
Yes. Oh, she's another
And-
one I really
yeah,
like.
yeah,
Sorry.
She immediately just like turned it around and was like, "This game is about Sandra Bland," and then launched into like putting the spotlight on Sandra Bland and getting her the justice she deserves. And
they've
they're
all
they're
been doing
it.
that.
And they're
Yeah.
all, like
They're really,
it's
like,
not
good about, like-
performative at all. Like they
Yeah.
all mean it. And
Totally.
They're good at like staying on message too, like making sure that because they've decided to dedicate their season to social justice and
Yeah.
so I think they're all like very much on the same page. Like when we have an opportunity to speak and we have an audience, we're going to use it for like, yeah, basketball's great, but also here's what we want to talk about.
Exactly.
Yes,
And there were
shine a light.
there were a couple that sat out this season to focus specifically
Mhm.
on social justice issues, and there was the
Yeah.
one that like put all of her time into getting the
Is she like
wrongfully
Nat-
took the season off? Maya Moore, I think. Is
Natasha,
that correct?
yeah, Maya Moore, yeah.
She
And I
plays
think
for
Natasha
Minnesota,
Cloud
maybe?
sat out this season
Let
too.
me get
Yeah,
that Duke.
yeah. Maya
Yeah.
Moore plays for the Lynx, but yeah, she's like like from what I've read, like kind of put her like Hall of Fame career on the sideline to fight to free this innocent or this wrongfully.
these should be
Yeah.
these should be front
Give 'em an
page stories
award.
in my opinion.
Give them
The-
awards.
Yes, and
Make
they're
it
all playing
known.
with Breonna Taylor's name on the back of
Yeah.
their jerseys.
And also like the commentators all make a point to call everybody out and say, here's Breonna Taylor's story. It's been however many days it's been now. It's like
Mhm.
around 130 to 140,
Something,
right?
yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Mhm.
Since she was murdered, and like
Yep.
no arrests, no nothing.
And I know that like a panel of players actually like met with her mother.
Yeah.
Like when they had this idea to honor her in this
Mhm.
way, and like, asked her permission and asked her to like tell them more about her so that they could like honor her and it feels very much like
It's the real deal.
right, not performative
Yeah.
and not just like, and I think the WNBA too, those players have kind of been on the forefront of a lot of social justice initiatives, and for a long time. So,
Yep.
they've been, that's been a part of the fabric of the league. So,
And
yeah,
on top of that, they're professional athletes and they're incredibly
Right.
talented. Like,
Totally.
right.
look
And they
at them
don't make
go.
enough money here, so they have to go overseas to play year round to make money. And they do it while also doing all this other stuff. So
100%. I feel like I don't know what I was either listening to or watching recently that was like, oh, it was Megan Rapinoe's HBO,
The HBO
special. Yeah, which is a series.
Oh, it is?
Is it?
Yeah, it said it was episode 1 and it was only
Oh.
30 minutes long, so I hope
Oh, it was only okay. Oh, I gotta watch it then. I was
Yeah, it
like
was really,
expecting
really
it to be
good.
like 2 hours, and I was like, I don't have time for this.
I
right
know.
now.
I
Oh,
like
no,
geared
you have
up. I
time.
got some snacks and I was like,
Ooh, what were your
okay, this is over.
snacks? I love to tell you what snacks I eat while I watch games.
You know what? So it was sort of like a snack dinner, and it was
Ooh.
carrots, celery, hummus, and then like those veggie straws.
We snack differently.
Well, I knew you were gonna make a comment, but here's the thing.
It's
I want to
not
let
a
you know my
snack.
snacks are they range. They range. I told you earlier. Frozen mint Oreos.
That's true. That's true. I do love hummus.
For tonight. Me too.
Mine are like exclusively halftime chips and queso because I have to have time to go get it the right temperature. Tootsie
Over the
Rolls,
weekend,
very
my-
into Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, I did have
See?
the lemon. Remember, I had lemon ice.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just,
leftover lemon ice.
the whole colonoscopy
Leftover
lemon ice. Everyone can know. I told them they're going to know. We said in episode 1, you can know everything you need to know about my medical problems.
Yeah.
And one
And you
is
will.
I've recently had a colonoscopy.
Oh, you described that to me the other day, and it was not
was not.
pleasant.
Oh,
Same.
the colonoscopy
It must
was
have been
the best
separate
part.
But I also asked. Yeah. Okay. Well, my parents have told me about colonoscopies. I
Yeah.
feel like a little kid right now. My parents have told me about colonoscopies. They sound very-
It's me. I'm your parents.
Oh man.
I'm the age.
And everyone who's gotten one says that the prep is the worst part.
It's not. Yeah, the colonoscopy, you just black out and then you are high for the rest of the day. In my experience,
You're out, right? You are out.
Unless
Yeah,
you
I did
wake up
during
twice,
it.
like
I
Mary
did
Beth.
wake up during it, but they knocked me
I
right
know
back
that.
out again. Yeah, I woke up and
Wrong.
like recognized that I was seeing a screen with my insides on it, and I could feel a thing inside of me, but like in my stomach is what I was taking note of, like something moving around.
Wow.
And then I was out
You
again.
could kind of feel it.
Yeah, like I knew there was an object in me, but also like I was so drugged up that like I was not upset by it.
Do the
then
drugs
I
mean
went to
you
sleep.
can't feel pain though? What does that mean?
I don't know. I think it just knocks you right out, so you don't notice.
Yeah, but you were
I have
up.
no idea. Huh?
But you were up.
I know, but
Oh.
then I went back to sleep.
I don't like it.
Who's
at
to
all.
say? It wasn't
Who is
bad.
to
That
say?
it was not a bad experience. I also had an endoscopy, and like both very.
Is
smooth.
that through the
for
mouth?
everyone to down your throat?
I've had
like
an
in your stomach.
endoscopy. Yeah.
For everyone
I should.
wondering, I'm healthy and fine. Well, I'm fine.
Healthy enough to be doing this.
I'm healthy enough that I'm fine.
Ugh. I got a COVID test. Told you guys.
Yeah, seems more invasive than the colonoscopy. I had one of those as well. Didn't love it.
No, I didn't love it. But I've been saying, I told you guys, they only were up there 3 seconds each time.
Mm.
And the
Mine was a
guy,
full
I was like,
15.
I thought it was going to be like 30 seconds. And he's like, 30 seconds? No one could last that long. I would never do that to you.
What a noble
And
man.
he talked like that too.
Yeah, he was a prince.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very.
And now we
very
are to be wed.
interesting meet cute.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So
So anyway, moving on.
that's the health portion of the pod.
Did anyone see the video of Amaya, Darika Hamby's daughter, throwing ice in her ice bath?
Yes.
That was maybe the
Was
cutest thing I've ever
so
seen.
cute.
Tell me more about it.
Okay. We'll set the scene. So the WNBA is in the Wubble, right? Which is basically they're in Florida in
It's like their version of the Nubble.
Oh, don't say no.
Yeah, any questions? So the
I have a
NBA
question, and it's will you stop saying nubble?
maybe. Okay, so if you think about this, the NBA is in the Nubble and they're in like the Wide World of Sports complex. Basically, it's like they can access the courts at any time, their cafeteria, whatever. But it's also Florida, so there's like, like fun, like
You don't have to say
pools and-
anything more. It's also Florida.
It's also Florida, but in a good way where there's like pools.
Okay.
But it's
Thought you
also
meant
Florida,
bad
but
way.
like in the
no, they're in the
resort
Nubble.
way.
They're not in
Yeah.
like marshes where people have guns.
Yeah, but they're in like a coronavirus hotspot. But yeah.
Very true. And some of the NBA players apparently have already
Do
like
have it.
broken rules. One like invited a model in, and another one got like delivery.
Eh.
And both of those are against the rules. I think I'm a little more concerned
Hey.
about inviting the model.
I'm like, okay, see, I understand getting the delivery, but
Yeah, leave the
That
bag.
also
like
breaks the delivery
human,
rule.
yeah. Anyway, you're
I'm with
saying
my
they're in the
Clorox wipes.
Wubble.
Right. So the Wubble, so they're in this like sort of complex or whatever, and that you get to see little Instagram videos or whatever, and some of it looks kind of nice. Like the ice baths that they do for recovery are sort of outside. There's like palm trees, and there's like it just like looks kind of like resort-ish. But anyway, there's these ice baths set up, and Darica Hamby is on Las Vegas Aces, and her daughter's very stinking cute, named Amaya, and she's like a legend of the the Wubble, I guess. But anyway, so there's this like little video going around of like she's sitting there, and then Asia Wilson is in a different ice bath, and so Amaya has a little ice chip, and she's kind of like looking at her mom, and her mom's going, throw it in Asia's like, no, throw it in your mom's. So she's like going back and forth in this cute little like who like
Who do
whose
I
ice
listen
bath-
to?
yeah, exactly. And eventually she throws it in her mom's, and it's just like
Got her
cutie
good.
pie central.
Oh, so
Got her
cute.
good.
And apparently
ice
she's
baths,
been
by
like
the
going up
way?
to people.
Oh, continue your thought.
No, and
we'll
then let's go
discuss
back to ice
baths.
baths. But apparently she's been like going up to people who don't have masks on. If anyone like doesn't, she's been going and saying, you need to put on your mask."
Oh my God.
She's like 4.
Atta
A
girl.
queen, a little
Excuse
queen.
me, put on your mask. All I was gonna say is an ice bath, it seems like I cannot think of
Hell.
anything worse.
It's
Well, I can, but
hell.
in terms of baths, that seems like the worst kind.
I would never take
No.
a bath in general.
Ew, I don't like baths.
I
It's
don't
just like-
either.
Sitting in
But
your.
your seems
yeah.
so gross.
I feel like the last time I had a bath, it was like I had chicken pox in first grade and had to sit in like a pot of oatmeal.
it's when I'm sick.
I've
I'm
done a
sick.
couple where I've like someone's given me like a bath bomb and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to do this and like relax, and it's like, no, I'm more stressed out.
I'm just in this colorful bath now.
Exactly. It's also like when you look at people taking cool baths, it's like that looks like a comfortable and very clean bath like
Bath, yeah.
situation. And I just feel like and your like surroundings are nice. When I think of baths, I'm like 1 year old in a photograph I'm looking at, and someone's pouring
You've got like a
water on
toy.
my hair. And I have to lean back and shut my eyes and I go, okay, ready? That's a bath to me.
Thank
Oh
you
my
for the
gosh.
exact description.
I really
You're
enjoyed that.
Okay, ready?
But truly, ice baths suck ass.
Yeah,
I mean-
I would not like.
I think I might just be sensitive too, because whenever anybody else was taking one, it's like sucks, but they can like get through it. I am like,
Couldn't do it.
get me out of here. I think I'm gonna die.
How do you feel about hot tubs?
I'm fine with hot tubs. I do think that they're human stew, but I enjoy.
Yeah, if I don't think about it, it's like, okay.
Hot tubs, okay, I think for me, I'm like, I can't do extreme temperatures because it takes me about like 40 minutes to be able to get my whole body into a hot tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy a hot. My showers are the temperature of lava.
That's awful.
Ooh,
I like to
okay.
take an ice cold shower.
I've been taking
well,
ice
you might
colds
like an
in
ice bath.
quarantine. Or I
That
guess in the
seems-
summer.
That seems environmentally conscious. I don't know if that's true. I learned it from The Politician season 2.
I haven't been watching. Watch the
Oh,
pilot.
I very much liked season 2 1,000,000 times more than season 1.
Okay,
I thought
interesting.
It was very funny.
Interesting.
I was more interested in like the actual election that matters versus like high school president.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And like fake story of that one girl, like a kind of like a fake version. I don't remember what that Mommy, Dad, and Dearest is the name of the documentary. Joey King played her. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, maybe. Yeah. So there's very much those vibes in season 1 of The Politician, but season 2, we've moved on from it.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, I didn't really finish season 1 because I did not like it.
Maybe give 2 a whirl.
Probably
won't. You don't have to. It's not for you.
No, it's not for me. There's other things like old WNBA games that I'm now going to watch.
Yeah.
But this was something funny. I was watching the Liberty Mercury game earlier, like because I couldn't watch it live. But I was watching it using the WNBA League Pass.
Nice.
And one of the Liberty players fouled Bria Hartley as she was like coming to like shoot the basketball. And she like hit her in the face, and that was not funny. But what was really funny was that the announcer, and I think it was Rebecca Lobo, she said, this is not going to be funny to you guys at all, but she said, I wrote it down because it was that funny. She said whoever the Liberty player, she was going for the ball, but Bria Hartley's face was in the way.
Rebecca Lobo has said some very funny things.
But I was just like, that was so funny to me. And also like, yeah, like that is.
But it's true.
People's like, but also like, that's like the sport. Like people are in the way.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to go for the ball, but also the
people
ball's
are in the
moving,
way,
and also people are moving too.
Right.
It's a lot for me to take in, to be honest. I need something that I can keep up with. My mind doesn't work quick enough for it.
It moves a lot faster than
I'm working on it.
I'm
working on it. I'm working on it, everybody. And like, don't get the impression that I'm a dumb person.
I think most people.
We're all very dumb.
Yeah,
I'm relatively intelligent. But
what questions?
I just don't have a very good focus. So
I feel you.
It's difficult for me to like if something's moving very quickly to like focus on it if I'm not fully understanding what's happening. But I'm working on it because it's fun to watch. I just have to not get distracted.
My thing is like, how are they expected not to foul someone? Like sometimes I feel like they're just like, they don't do anything and it's like foul.
Yeah. And there's a lot of strategic fouling. Is that correct? Like they're doing it on purpose a lot of times. Is that like
I know.
And when like they're running out of time?
Oh, at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
At the end,
just that.
At the end, those types of fouls are to get stoppages in the game and
essentially they're hoping like they'll miss their free throws, right? And then
exactly, and it's
or like hold them to 2 points instead of them making a 3-point.
Yeah, potentially, and it just creates more like if someone's just at the top of the key, like they can run out the time.
What does that mean at the top of the key?
Oh, top of the key. Okay.
Any of the terminology. So you're going to have to get me a dictionary.
Imagine, I wish this was a court, but it's
the
like
middle circle?
3-point line, basically.
Oh, okay.
The very top of the key, when someone says the top of the key, you'll think like the straight, like the middle, like the middle. So think about where someone shoots a free throw and then just like at the top of the key, like,
so it's
like that line.
Like the arch, like right here
at the top of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, when I hear the top of the key, I think of a revolving restaurant atop a skyscraper.
Ooh, like that's the name of the thing.
In the Florida Keys.
We've got a reservation at the top of the key.
Oh my god.
Yeah, which is just Fort Lauderdale.
It's just Fort Lauderdale. But seriously though, with the fouls, like sometimes I feel like they will say like, oh, her feet weren't planted. And I was like, she was standing there.
Yeah.
She was to me.
I know.
Like, how do they see it? How do the
Because
refs
they know
see
what
it?
they're watching.
Yeah, they are looking
They're
Fine.
not
for it.
new. They're not new like we
That's
are.
fair. I do now, after watching several games, finally understand what a pick is. And
Ooh,
my
I keep forgetting to pay
parents,
attention. Every
they
time
tried to
Julia
explain
tells
it to me about 40 minutes.
Well,
and I was like,
the problem is I keep going, putting in the chat. I go, oh, that was a pick and roll, Mary
yeah,
Beth.
and I never know what.
And then,
like,
like,
who knows how long
Oh,
it
okay.
took your
Let me
message to send.
rewind 5 seconds and watch what happened, not knowing anything.
also,
that was
we also
it.
discovered that our video of the games, they're not synced up. So like
Oh yeah,
Julia's like
depending if we're
10
streaming
seconds
or we're watching on
behind.
parents'
Yeah.
cable,
I'm
could
usually
be a full
streaming.
minute different.
Yeah.
exactly.
That was it. I'm still on the Return of the Mac commercial that still is
I
here
know.
with us.
Yeah, we love that commercials have fouled us.
They found us.
Fouls are on the mind, but they really are like a big part of basketball for sure. But on the like planting your feet note, that is because they are so common. When someone is driving to the, I mean, like a huge asset is someone who can draw fouls and like drive to the hoop and not get called for charging, where the planting your feet comes in. The defender needs to like plant their feet, otherwise it's going to be a foul. So I think on both ends it is like an intricate like dance sort of,
Yeah.
to both like draw the foul and also not get called for a charge or for a foul if you're defending.
Yeah.
It's also why it's so important to make your free throws. Free throws win games.
That's
I
very
remember
true.
an episode of Hey Arnold,
Oh,
which I think is not the first time we've talked
Are
about.
you,
Hey
are you going to
Arnold.
talk about the episode where Stinky becomes a country star?
I'm going to talk about the episode where Arnold is so in tune with his free throws that he can do it blindfolded.
I do not remember that episode. And
Neither do I.
Give it a find.
Oh my
I
god.
watched
I'll look it up which one it is for you.
when I was like, never mind. I
Are
was
you
just going to say, in the last like 2 years, like 2 years ago, I watched like a lot of episodes of Hey Arnold. And I do not remember that episode.
Damn. She watched it recently.
I
Mary
know.
Beth.
That's what's really disturbing.
Sorry, I was on mute, but the episode is
Oh.
called Bench Warmer.
What's the other
Cute.
episode that's paired with that episode?
Let's see. Arnold, Gerald, Stinky, and Robert are the YMMA's basketball team, and Coach Wittenberg teaches the team to always pass the ball to his son, Tucker.
Oh my
Arnold teaches
gosh,
Tucker how to do free throw
Tucker.
shots, only to find he still hogs all the credit. Tucker. what a
Now I
dick.
kind of remember that because I remember the
Wait.
coach being a dick.
Who's Tucker?
So is Tucker. He got it
coach's
from
son?
the coach.
The coach's
It's not
son.
telling me what it's paired with. 1 second.
Okay, that's fine. It's okay.
Let me go back to the Googs because I think it did tell me before.
Do you guys remember
Cool
in Cousin
jerk.
Skeeter when they played basketball there? I barely do. But
Where
then
he's
I
a
also
puppet
remember
and
yeah.
not a human.
Cousin
Yeah.
Skeeter is a puppet. That's correct.
So many
Everyone else
weird
is a human.
shows.
But then there was Coach Carter where what's his name was in it and was also Coach Carter's son. Son of the coach.
What
So-
if
and also a
Skeeter would have
freshman.
made a cameo?
I know.
Coach
That's really
Carter.
what I was
I don't think I've
wishing.
ever seen Coach Carter.
Oh, it's
I
good.
told you guys
or at least I
this
thought
before,
so when
but-
I ever saw it. Go ahead.
everything I know about basketball, I learned from One Tree Hill.
Oh, that's
So-
totally fair.
I mainly only know about teen drama taking place during a basketball game.
But you
and
also learned
the dead spot on the floor.
Wait, what?
There's an episode where like they're all very poorly behaved, so they have to go play in an old gym. There's a dead spot on the floor, and they learn to work together as a team to trick the guy on the other team to go to the dead spot so they can steal the ball from him.
What's the dead spot?
It's just a
That's
like
so
not bounce. It's like a
fucking funny.
like rotted wood. I don't know. The ball doesn't
Oh.
bounce on it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, One Tree Hill is very good. I do love it.
How much do you wanna
Bush
bet
is in it? As
whoever wrote that was like, oh, I know this like gym where there's like a dead spot. We should like write an episode around it.
let's write about it. I believe it. What a show.
What is your
Anyway.
favorite basketball movie?
Ooh.
Because mine's like Mike.
I
Nice.
fucking love Like Mike. I was just talking about it the other day. Oh
Where
my
he
god.
finds
Wow.
those shoes and then he plays really, really good.
Yes.
Like Mike.
Magic.
But wait, is it? Do we learn that it was like like sort of the Harry Potter elixir, where it was like not the shoes at all?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't. It's been
There's
so
just
long.
confidence.
I
or
don't think
something?
I've seen it. I'm sorry
God,
to
it's
say.
so
I may be,
good.
am I too
He's like a
old?
middle schooler.
Who's in it? Is it
Lil
like
Bow Wow.
I was gonna
Lil Bow Wow.
It was one of the Lils,
Playing
either Romeo or Bow Wow. I knew it was
Bow
a
Wow.
Lil.
No, because Lil Romeo was in Honey at the same time.
Oh, interesting.
Honey.
Both came out around the same time.
Honey.
Both movies are so good. I was obsessed with both of them, and yeah, I mean, like Mike, I would watch again. I did recently watch the music video for Basketball, the game, the song that Lil Bow Wow
Mm.
wrote.
Wait,
I
what
hope
is
so.
that? Wait, can you sing some of it?
We're playing basketball.
Basketball.
We love that basketball.
Basketball. Oh
I'm
my God,
familiar.
yes.
I'm
I love it when they dribble up and down the
down
court.
the court. Yo, basketball is
It's
my favorite sport.
I love
I
the
like
way
the
they
way they
dribble.
dribble. I literally did not realize it was from that Lil Bow Wow song. I say basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court probably once a week.
Even before you were watching sports.
Yes. Anytime anyone brought up basketball, I'd be like, basketball is my favorite sport.
It's
Yeah.
so profound. I mean, the
Yeah.
lyrics. CJ brought that
He-
up to me recently.
He likes the way they dribble.
Up and down the court. His favorite
Yeah.
play, the alley oop.
The alley-oop.
And now you know
The
that that's a
classic.
play.
It's a classic. I've heard it before. I have heard of the alley-oop. Can you guys confirm for me, is there an Air Bud sequel where he plays basketball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, that's the first one that came to my head of basketball movie. But
Yeah, it's the only.
is that the
wait,
first one?
that's the
Air Bud
first
is
one.
Air Bud is the basketball one. There's Air Bud Golden Receiver must be the
Yes.
sequel.
oh, foot.
There's a lot of Air Bud
a lot of earbuds. Yeah.
movies. But I will say, Julia, you were correct. That is my favorite basketball movie, Air Bud.
I think I like Space Jam.
Oh, fucking duh.
You guys should listen to
I
the
love Space
How Did This
Jam.
Get Made episode on Space Jam
On Space
because
Oh, I will.
it's so funny and you'll be like, this movie is not what I remembered it and it does not hold up.
I recently saw it at like the main
really?
art
You
with like
oh boy.
at midnight. I think we went. It was like
Oh,
me and
yeah.
Doug and Jacob and there was someone else. I can't remember who it was.
But
But
the
we did see
episode is
Space
so
Jam.
funny.
Wait, how was it?
It was good. It was maybe like 5 years ago. I mean,
So-
think of who it's coming from though. When I say it was good,
Yeah, yeah, true.
So you said as like a sliding scale of if it was good or not.
Yeah.
I think
a
they're making
barometer.
another one. Is that true, or did I have a dream?
I think you had a dream.
I believe I can fly. That's what I remember. I really wanted Dream to be in that, but it just started coming out of my mouth. And
I have a dream I can fly.
Important to note that I believe I can't. Okay, either way, it's funny. But we sang that song, I think, at my 6th grade graduation. It was either that or my Dare graduation.
oh my god,
Your
it was
dare
such a
gra-
school
get out.
song.
Yeah, I
that-
think 6th grade, but I
Fucking-
wish it was Dare. Either way, I
Oh
had
my
both
god.
in 6th grade.
He
My
really
Dare
ruined it with that
graduation.
because that was a good song,
It was.
and it's like, fuck you.
But like, I'm
everything.
willing to lose it.
True.
For
It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the results.
Very true. One of my
that and
favorite books
Remix
growing
to
up, though.
Ignition. While I love them both, they can go.
Yeah. Remix to Ignition, I think, was my first like Kaza song. Did you guys have Kaza?
I don't know
I-
what that is.
Like
is it
Napster?
Like LimeWire?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I did not do that.
Oh, were you too young to steal music?
Oh my
I
god,
think Napster-
1999.
Get
Yeah, you know,
viruses
being
everywhere.
born in like 99, like right before Y2K, I just never
I was 6.
had to do that.
I do have an iPod mini in green that I still have in my car. It has to be plugged into work, and you have to use, well, I guess you can use an aux cord now, but I used to have to use like one of those little radio transmitters where you like find a radio station. Anyway,
those suck
filled with
so bad.
LimeWire songs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Filled with them. So if ever you guys want to go for a drive and listen to 2005 LimeWire jams that I
You want to know
stole.
what though? My bootlegging music didn't stop in those days. Through college, I would use like good music all day. I would go to like YouTube to MP3. I mean, I think that's why my old laptop friggin' failed.
That's why I got a virus.
I definitely did YouTube to MP3
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh.
totally.
I think
still do.
you're both gonna get arrested. We all
Like
are.
I'm
They're
at
coming
me.
for
Remember at the
us.
beginning of movies, they would play that like, don't pirate music or you will die.
It's a federal crime.
It's a federal crime.
It's not a victimless crime.
Yes.
Breaking news, everybody.
Oh no.
You don't
It
watch
was
movies.
a dream. There is a Space Jam sequel coming out.
Oh, I thought you
starring
said
James,
Air Bud.
called Space Jam: A New Legacy.
I
Wow.
literally thought
You were talking
you
about Air
asked
Bud?
if there was an Air Bud sequel.
Well, there is an Air Bud sequel.
I mean,
It's
I thought
called
you were-
Air Bud Golden Receiver.
Hello.
There's like
we
8
talked
Air
about
Bud
that.
sequels.
And then there's like Air Buddies,
puppy
where it's like the little
ones, yeah.
puppies.
But I thought when
Uh,
you said Space Jam, I pictured Air Bud, and I was like, no.
What if the
Oh,
okay, cancel the LeBron James sequel, Space Jam sequel starring
It's
Air
LeBron?
Bud? Yes,
I like
it's
LeBron.
It's
He's
LeBron.
so
I
just
funny.
talked about
But
you're saying-
would you
oh.
prefer LeBron or Air Bud in the Space Jam sequel?
LeBron.
Ugh.
I would
that
vote.
dog
You guys
is
don't
dead.
get me.
Why
Air
can't
Bud's
I
dead.
have both? Oh,
Air Bud
true.
is dead.
Someone else can play the role of Air Bud.
But
What
can we
if-
talk real quick about LeBron as an actor? Did you watch that Amy
Trainwreck?
Schumer movie Trainwreck? He
Yeah.
was so funny in that.
Yeah.
Kudos, LeBron.
I'll have
Yeah.
to give it a whirl again to recall. I do remember vaguely that he was in it.
I don't think it's worth watching
The-
again.
The
but
main
you can
thing
probably
I remember,
find his scenes on YouTube.
Okay. I do know that like maybe this exists for I wish this existed for all movies. There's like I have like a Twilight DVD where if you go into the special features you can watch just the Robert Pattinson scenes or just the Taylor Lautner scenes.
Oh my god!
And I wish
That is
existed
not
for
real.
all-
that's
yeah,
ridiculous.
it is. I'll send it to you in the mail.
I do not want that.
I'll support the USPS.
Please don't.
Katie, I'll mail it to you too. I was just by your house today, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you
Julia,
doing?
Katie and I saw each other in person.
Shut up. Did you record
Jealous?
something without me?
Yeah.
Yes,
we have a
It's
podcast
called
that actually
Sports
has a
Minus
name.
Julia, a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. No, we were just distantly seeing each other's faces.
Oh
Eating
my god, that's so cool.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell? Oh my god. I could go for some right
dream.
now. That sounds
You're
so
too busy
good.
eating your carrots. Ooh,
Not always.
I got bad and ate veggie straws.
Veggie straws are good though.
I think I had a ton of they are so good. I need to
I
go
don't
to
like
Costco
the
and get
looks
some
of
more.
them.
Really? Oh, they
As
are
though like
so
a
good.
Cheeto looks natural, but like to me they look too. I think it's because of the shape of them.
They
but,
are
like,
unnatural looking.
You can blow air through them.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or
I
drink
don't
water through
cherish
them.
the
Actually, I don't
aesthetics
think
of
you
the veggie straw.
Okay, I
Just
feel you on
my-
that.
Just
But
my
they're so
thoughts.
pleasing
Also-
to eat.
Yeah,
The crunch.
Yeah,
I don't
The
know.
salt.
I'll stick to Cheetos
the different
What's
colors.
your favorite color?
Green.
in life or flavor. of
Green?
veggie straw?
Really?
No,
That's
no,
like
no.
my
They're not. They're not. They're
favorite.
not. They're not.
Is
Wait,
it like
who's-
green bean or is it like all
Green
green
spinach.
vegetables mixed together? It's
I
spinach.
think it's spinach.
Spinach. Yeah.
It's the reason I don't like it.
Are you guys
as much.
hamsters?
No, the reason I don't like it as much is that
Tastes
it's
like
like
spinach.
too hard.
I
like
was
the other.
okay. That was
Do you know what I mean?
Literally what I was just going to say.
Okay,
I said green because it was because I think the color is nice, but truly
it is,
I like
and it
I like
tastes good.
red and orange better because the literal reason that came to my mind was because green so often are the ones that are too hard and those
Mhm.
suck.
What
Yeah.
do you think it is about them?
I don't know.
I
The way
don't
they
know.
cook, the way they
the way they,
dehydrate.
the way
they-
the spinach dries out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
not enough maybe too much moisture in green stuff. how much of the actual vegetable do you think get in there though?
I think it's like mostly
6%.
not vegetable.
Yeah, it's like
Look
potato
up the
starch.
Veggie Straw stats real quick and tell me like
They're like
it's
potato
mostly
starch.
like it's mostly like what Cheetos are made of, but instead of cheese,
Corn.
it's dusted with
No,
spinach.
because it's not as good as a Cheeto.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
yeah.
cheese that does it.
Cheetos are more dense.
Yeah.
No, they are not the same thing at all. First of all, veggie straws are potato. That's like fluffy like potato, while Cheetos are like fluffy corn. And veggie sticks are more like airy than Cheetos.
And even if you were eating
So like a
Cheeto
Cheeto puff versus
Cheeto,
a
but more
Cheeto
like a
puff.
Cheeto puff though.
But I was just about to say though, it's not even
It's
that,
also not.
because a Cheeto puff, while airier than a Cheeto, is also incredibly dense.
I'm gonna go ahead and make it my mission. I'm gonna log into my Twitter. I don't tweet often. I'm gonna make a poll and I'm gonna nonstop tag all of the WNBA players. Be
And
like,
let them
what is
know.
your favorite veggie straw? And they're gonna be like, fuck that, it's Cheetos.
You're probably right. And then I will say, try them.
Try
Knock them till you try
Try
'em.
them. That's Veggie Straw's motto. Their tagline. Try them.
Try them.
Try them.
Try them.
That's how they sell them. They sell them
Yeah.
once to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could be
I
good.
keep
I don't
going
even
back.
know that I've ever eaten them because I'm so turned off by the look
I
of them.
swear you would like them. They're honestly so good.
They're good. And especially, no, like, I mean, they're not.
Are they good? Like I think LaCroix is good. Like
You
it's
think
not good, but like
I don't think they're
like
like a
it.
healthy snack.
Kind of. But I think people
Don't
think they're
go
a
for them
healthy
when
snack.
you want. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Don't go for them when
exactly.
you want Cheetos or when you want Lay's. Go
Yes.
do that. But when you want something like nice and crunchy and salty that is like not too
They are
like
salty.
way down.
You could
and
eat a
have
whole
these-
bag
and I
and
do.
be fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you ate a whole bag of Cheetos,
I'd be fine
you'd be like-
also.
you'd be
True.
fine, but you'd be like, my stomach hurts a little
This is
bit.
why I like have to get colonoscopies.
Oh man.
Oh, LOL.
Here we go.
What are you doing?
It went away. Okay, do we have any last thoughts on oh yeah, now it's back. This virtual background. Someone send me a green screen. Actually, I did just order a green screen for like
Wow.
$18.
You're really making it in the world. You've got a full movie set. You got your ring light.
Can I literally say
You got your snowball. Ice.
unemployment
Nice.
has been very nice.
Boop,
I'm gonna edit this
boop.
out. I'm gonna edit this out.
Leave it in.
No, you can edit this out too,
No.
but a lot of
This
people.
is what I want to say about.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to talk about unemployment for a second.
Hmm?
A lot of people are saying that they're making more than they were making, and they finally have some money in their savings that they
Money to
never
live.
ever would have. And how fucked up is that?
It truly is
That's
gross.
so disgusting.
It's the same for me with student loans. Like I'm working still, so I don't have unemployment, but that's fine because like I'm working, but also just not having to pay student loans, I will have saved thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
And here's
Yeah.
what I'll say about this.
And I've
because
also spent it too. Like it's also not just going into my savings, but like I'm using it to like pay off other things and like it's going into the economy. Like it's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
absolutely useful. And if I knew it was going to keep going, I would continue. I would move out of this home.
Yeah.
And I would buy a new car and I would go
Yeah.
on trips.
Yep.
But
Truly. And here, I mean, I know that people are getting like so worked up about the fact that people are making more with unemployment than they are in their like minimum wage or
mhm.
lower wage jobs.
Yeah.
But I think that it's been pointed out that that's more a fault of, okay, the money's
Yeah.
here. You were paying
Yep.
these people to stay home. If the
Yeah.
money's there, the wages should just be higher.
Everybody should be making more money. Yes.
Yeah.
Like not like it's just people should
Yeah.
be paid according to where
Also-
the economy is at.
Yeah.
In
This just
2020.
shows that we can take care of everybody, and
Truly.
we choose not to.
We choose not to because of capitalism, because we think that's what the fear is that if you're paying people to not work, they're going to just take advantage of welfare or whatever. I will say this, I would be happy. I'm happy doing work, and I've been very productive during quarantine doing comedy, and I feel very happy doing that. And I've done fucking more during quarantine than I have ever before, because I have enough money to not fucking freak out about how I'm gonna like be able to pay rent. And my situation is different. I don't want to make myself out to be a sob story, because I quit a job that would be fine, and I could get a job. So in a way, I'm choosing this artist life of like, okay, how little
You're
money
like
can I
following
make?
your dreams versus like,
how
no
little
option.
money can I make to just scrape by?
Yeah.
But that's all been taken from me. I don't have that option. I don't have the option to like try and do all those little jobs right now, because they are not available to me. Also not available to me is getting another public health job, because no one is hiring. They have to understand that like, we have to get this money because the other options are not available.
Yeah. And also, Julia, you are like one of the hardest working people that I know. So like,
great.
but like
stop, but also tell the people.
No, but I just mean like, there's nothing wrong with choosing to like have to work a couple jobs, but you shouldn't have to like break your back and die like just to like pay your bills. That's not right, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's just crazy to like be like, oh my God, like security is when people are secure and know that they're going to be able to pay their bills, the world gets fucking better.
Yeah.
It does truly change my mood.
Yes.
And I got to buy a guitar, which I've been dreaming about since
holy shit
20 years ago.
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
Which I've really always wanted, but have always been like, I can't, like, even though this is in my, like, I can budget for it, like, I can't buy it. Exactly. But now I'm like, ooh, let me stimulate the economy with this money.
Yes. Yep.
Here you go, economy.
And buy my dream guitar. It's pretty dope.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
I can't believe I didn't show you. I show everybody.
I can't wait to see and hear.
Save that for the next step.
Next time.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Does anyone have any final thoughts before we close out this episode?
I don't think so. I think that just like, I'm looking forward to continue watching and like seeing teams play more than once so that I can like learn who people are,
get to know
better
people.
and get to know like their style of play. Oh, I do have something I want to talk about.
Me too.
I can't remember who I discussed this with, but it seems to me that like I have seen some NBA games. Like I'm not fully. I mean I don't never know what's going on, but I have seen them before, and it seems to me that the WNBA, and my guess was because they don't dunk as much. Who was I? Was it you, Julia? That was
probably
talking? Yeah. And they seem to be so much like more skilled at like passing and like doing like little like tricky passes and like I don't know shots like that than the NBA players that I've seen. Like it's less about like power and just like storming up the court to the net and dunking the ball, and more of like we have to
get creative,
actually get around the defenders a little bit more often. And I think that is fascinating to me and is much more interesting to watch than constant dunks.
Maybe as we progress, we'll be a medium where we can play like little clips, come with little clips and be like, okay, here's this. Because there have been like a few different things that I'm like, my mind is blown and I'd love to just like show that.
Yeah. And just like no look passes and like someone passing the ball to someone like on the complete other side of the court, like a dart, like, and it always goes where it's intended to. And like,
or even like Sabrina Ionescu scoring a basket, sprinting her ass off, making the defensive play.
That was wild.
Like falling, doing it like, just like a lot of very, so much Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
he
So
heals
fun to
up.
watch.
I hope
not
that
just-
everyone keeps rolling their ankles, and I just want them all to like wear full boots so that
We didn't
stops
even talk
happening.
about Sue Bird's bone bruise.
That's what I was. Yeah, I know. That's
No.
what I was. Well, let's just do it. Oh, who
Okay.
cares?
No
Oh,
one's listening.
no, this is for us.
Wait, can we hold on one second?
Sports
I'm, like,
podcast is for us.
So hot.
Dying of hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. hold on
Open
one
the
second.
window. Watch it.
Injuries, though. Look,
Look, I hate injuries.
They happen.
worst part of sports.
These ankles are rolling like owl, like full.
There was an
360
ACL
necks.
tear,
Yeah.
wasn't there?
Ooh, there was. I didn't see it happen. I saw the aftermath.
Mm.
I did take a snooze in the middle of one of the games by accident the other day, and I think I woke up to it.
Oh, man.
So it's your
People
fault that it
screaming.
happened.
I did do it. I did cause it. Yeah, lots of ankles. Seabird's got a bone bruise. I don't know what that means.
No one's
Besides that
sure.
The bone is
Except for
bruised. I
Julia.
don't know if it means she can't play or what. She'll have to tell us. I gave her my phone number. She'll give me a call later. I hope
There's
she
like
doesn't
a-
leave
yeah,
voicemail.
There's a medical name for it, but yeah, it's basically when like your bones come together. You know, there's like
No.
cartilage. There's cartilage that keeps them apart or whatever. For
Mhm.
me, it was my knee. And it like was sort of weird. I was playing soccer. I was up in the air, and someone like hit my quad to the point where like it sort of minorly hyperextended my knee. This was not a huge injury, so I'm just speaking from my experience. But I heard a little bit of like crackish, like not like a pop or I don't want to say pop because that's usually a tear and like blah blah blah. But I heard something and then it was like just didn't feel great, and I was out for maybe a couple weeks. So went to get an MRI. It was a bone bruise, and this was when I maybe talked about this when I had a knee injury, and then could only run for a little bit.
You did,
No,
I think you did
I don't
talk
know.
about your injury. So wait,
Yeah.
is it a bruise that's caused by bones hitting together, or is it an actual blood vessel in the bone?
I
is
think it's more bones. If you're a medical professional, please weigh in. Please comment on this. Please rate, review.
I'm gonna look this up later.
Just the like the phrase bone bruise is
Bone
really
bruise?
gross to me.
Maybe we should name
Yes.
our podcast Bone Bruise.
Oh, I'm into
bone
it.
bruise.
Maybe that'll be the
2020.
name of this upload.
Bone
Good
Bruise.
idea.
Bone Bruise, episode 3.
Bone Bruise.
But yeah,
That's
it's a bummer.
That's our
Sue
jingle.
Bird is
bruised.
very fun to watch.
Yeah, she's
this is
good.
such a bummer.
Everyone's good.
Everybody's good.
They're all good. They all deserve to win.
And guys, this is why I'm telling you, like, the people that just play 110% and are super aggressive get more injured, and that's why you need to play a little bit more reserved, like me.
I see. That's why you need to sit and watch.
Yeah.
Like
That's why you
me.
should not play.
Though
Why
I
you
did
just
say
need to get
last
the
time
snacks.
that I fell off of an ottoman and hurt myself.
You did.
And
Injuries can happen.
injuries can happen even
Anyone.
if you're lazy.
I did one time pull a muscle in my leg. Guess what I was doing?
Sneezing.
No.
Eating
Yeah, like reaching
Tacos.
for.
No. I mean, I
Taco
could have
Bell.
been, but that wasn't the main action.
We're guessing too extreme. Were you
standing.
I was not standing.
reaching your foot to pull in a chair?
No, I was reading a book and I rolled over. I
Obsessed,
pulled a
okay.
hamstring. It was too much,
Oh my
too
God.
intense
strenuous.
for me.
That's a
You
lot.
have to
That's a
stretch
lot.
before reading.
Yeah.
You have to stretch before reading from bed.
I will say though, if you read too much in bed, you can fuck up your back because
That's true.
that's what I did and my back hurts really bad.
I've been doing yoga with Adrian.
I was just
She
talking
was
about
just
it.
talking about that. And I thought about doing it, but then I had to talk to you guys.
I just did it yesterday. I did like an intense one and I'm sore now.
Oh yeah,
Aw.
she's so inviting. What are your thoughts? You like her?
She's funny. It makes sometimes she does things like sometimes she like is over the top where she's like, now hug your knees, now give your knee a little kiss. And I'm like, no. I'm not
I'm
gonna do
obsessed.
that.
I love it.
But then she like also laughs about it.
Yeah.
She goes, "You don't have to, but you can if you want."
She doesn't take herself too seriously, which I
No.
love. It's
She
something
certainly
about her
doesn't.
where, yeah.
And she's like, it's very. There's a lot of like modifying. Like she's very
Yeah.
open about you doing what works for you. But I was telling Katie when we were discussing it that I did it. I've been doing yoga with Adrian since maybe like October, on and off. But recently during core, I did like a 30-day one. I didn't do it every single day, but like many days. And my wrist started hurting so bad.
Yeah.
And turns out I've got carpal tunnel. To nobody's surprise, I have another problem.
You're falling apart.
Oh.
So like I can't do it as often, or like I have to try to figure out how to do some of the stuff differently because it hurts and then my hands tingle for the rest of the day.
It is the
All right.
worst thing. You're trying to like feel good and then
Yeah.
you get injured. It's
Yeah.
like, okay,
I
what's
wasn't
the fucking
not
line?
moving that quickly. And
God, yeah. I'm
there
sorry.
they go.
Okay, well, we've got a lot to talk about the next episode. I'm already thinking about those hockey articles that you sent that I haven't read.
Oh, read them.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot to read them too. Oh, actually, I did read them.
Were you pissed?
I was pissed. Yeah,
I'm constantly
I'm
pissed.
pissed.
I'm always
Yeah,
angry.
I'm
I'm
pissed.
pissed.
Oh, Snowball.
Oh,
Oh.
snowball.
Okay.
Hopefully by the next one we'll know a little bit more about what basketball is.
Yeah.
And
Well, I know it's my favorite sport.
is that true?
I like the
I
way,
like the way they dribble up and down the court.
up and down the court.
Up
so.
and down.
Yeah.
You and Bow Wow.
Me and Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow.
He's just Bow Wow
You just
now.
don't
by the
know.
way.
Is he?
I think he was
But
on
he
the
was
no, it
Lil
was,
Bow Wow
I get
back
the
then.
Lils mixed up. There's Bow Wow and Romeo.
And
it was
Yachty.
Romeo that was on The Masked Singer.
Lil Yachty, yep.
Lil Yachty.
I'm thinking only
Romeo was-
specifically of the ones from my childhood
Oh.
because they
Sammy,
like
did you guys know Sammy?
no.
No.
Okay. Well, I think he's actually a little bit problematic now, but he was one of those, and I did
Is he a Lil?
when I used to dance. No, just Sammy, but he was their age, and I did a solo dance to one of the songs that he did.
I love that journey for you.
Yeah.
Seems great. Seems great.
Cool. Well, I think we're gonna end it there. On that note,
Great.
thank you so much for listening and watching. If you did,
And or watching.
and or watching,
For seeing your aura just glow next to you this whole time.
yeah.
Like you have
You
a
know-
thought that you need to store in the pensieve. That's a Harry Potter reference, everybody.
Yeah.
We can edit. We can
Is
edit
that how
this
you?
out.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
That's very French. It's a very French way.
I feel like I must have
Pensieve.
heard. I feel like I must have
Pensieve.
heard them say it that way
Pensieve.
because I
Pensive?
have no idea.
Pensive?
I
Pensive?
don't know. Again,
Wow.
everything I tell you guys, I make up.
I don't know. Harry Potter's dead to me right now. So
Oh, it's not him. He didn't do it.
I
It's
know.
he
just,
is her. They're all her.
No.
I disagree.
Okay, I'm kidding you guys.
I
They're on my shelf over
disagree
there.
with you.
Here, you
I
can
read
see.
them every night.
I read them every day.
Put your mic up to them. Look, they're over there.
Yeah, you can see them, right?
Sabrina, any last words? Yeah,
Same.
I could. My knee got. I wish my ankle got better.
She doesn't even know
you
what
for
she
your-
injured.
Which my generic leg was fine.
Which my leg was it?
Which my finger didn't break.
Oh God!
I'm
I think
just
she
sitting
also
here
has
thinking.
a brother that went to University of Oregon and played basketball. That's just a little
She
fact
does
that I
or
went-
you do?
she.
Fascinating.
Anyway, goodbye. Thank you for everything.
Bye.